Welcome back, everybody. Just hit me in the eye. And welcome back to our faves of mine and hers.
I'm on the wall.
Yeah, I was on the wall earlier. Now she is there. This week, we're talking to you guys about our favorite city.
And there's a lot we've been to.
Well, I mean...
You've been to more probably than I have.
Well, probably. I mean...
Because you travel to...
Okay, let's have a disclaimer here, okay? I am not a big city fan. I don't like driving in the city. I don't like being in cities for long periods of time because mass amounts of people are not good for me.
Yeah, he doesn't like that. I like cities. I don't like driving in them. In like bigger cities like New York City, I refuse to drive in New York City at all.
I don't know why anybody would want to.
I would never want to do that. I do like cities, just because it's a change up from what I'm used to, being in the suburbs and more in the countryside of it.
Which I love because, again, as I said in an earlier episode, I love being out in nature.
I've been to a number of cities. There's Chicago. I really liked Chicago.
I drove through Chicago a couple years ago. That was an interesting experience.
Chicago isn't like New York. It's not like New York City or the big cities that we have on the East Coast. It's more spacious. And when I went there, it just kind of like looked a lot cleaner than New York City. And of course, you had like there was a river flowing through it, and it just felt, I don't want to say homey or wholesome. Okay. That's probably better to say it. I could walk on the sidewalk, and there would be a good amount of space between me and the person in front of me or the person behind me or the people next to me. The sidewalks were wide, the streets were wide.
Yeah, I've just driven through downtown Chicago. I haven't actually walked through there.
Plus the little beaches around there with the lake. I loved walking on those. That was really nice. Have the beach, and then you have the city with the landscape in the background, especially at night. Oh my God, it was so pretty.
We've both been to New York. It's been years, I think, since we've been there. But I do remember being there in middle school for like school trips because we live less than 120 miles from New York City.
It's like 2 hours away for us, not that far.
And the streets are just like packed with traffic.
Always.
The sidewalks are packed with people.
Always.
It's like, I could not live here. I don't know how anybody in their right mind could live here.
That's why I won't live there. I'll go to work there, but I won't live there.
But I got a couple favorite cities, and they're cities that I think the common person might not be familiar with. One of my absolutely favorite cities is definitely Roanoke, Virginia. It's gorgeous. It's right in the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's a smaller city. That's why many people don't really know about it. And it's actually, like when most people hear Roanoke, they think, oh, Roanoke Islands. That's not where Roanoke, Virginia is. Roanoke, Virginia is inland. It's actually very close to West Virginia.
Yeah.
It's not on the coast like Richmond or any of those other Virginia cities are. It's a smaller city, which I like. I really like small cities. The other city I'll talk about later is another smaller city. It was clean. I felt safe there, unlike in another city that I'll talk about maybe later. That has quite a story to it. There's a lot of history there, both like U.S. history. There's railroad history there too.
Well, Virginia is kind of a state that has a lot of history to it.
Well, every state has history.
Well, yeah, but like, you know, Virginia has a lot more of it because it was one of the like founding colonies.
Right, you're right, yeah. So Roanoke is my first. My other one is, do I want to say Helena or? Yeah, I'll say Helena, Montana. Helena, Montana is pretty nice. It's the capital of Montana, but it's not the biggest city in Montana.
Nope.
No, that's Billings, which I've also been to. But I really like Helena. I really liked being there. It's been a couple years since I've been there. I may be going back to Montana next year. I'm not sure yet. I'm working
Indefinite plan.
I'm working on that. Woo. But the other city story I want to tell you is when I was in Johnstown, Pennsylvania.
Where is that?
It's very close to Altoona.
Okay.
Which is between...
Okay, so it's that far away.
Yeah, it's east of Pittsburgh. I was there about 3 years ago with a couple friends, and you drive into town, and on their welcome sign it says clean, friendly, and safe. When we left, none of those three adjectives applied to that city, in our opinion. The streets were not very clean. We witnessed I don't know what it was, but it looked like some citizen arrest happening on a sidewalk. But the funniest part was, I was with friends who are really into, in addition to, because I was with friends who are also into trains and whatnot, but these particular friends also liked fire trucks and whatnot. We drove by the volunteer fire company, and their trucks were out. So we stopped. They were talking to them a little bit, and then we left. Well, as we're going to our next location, we start hearing all of these sirens.
Oh man!
Like so many sirens.
Oh man!
We get to wherever it was that we were going, and these sirens just keep like going and going. They're unending for like. It seemed like an hour that these sirens kept going. One of the guys I was also with was a former volunteer firefighter. So he put on a police scanner.
Oh man.
He had like, there's like scanner things that you can go online and access them. Or he like looked up the one for Johnstown. And the parking lot that we had parked in and then walked over to the firehouse was now a crime zone, a crime scene. There was apparently somebody who had like some sort of mishap with somebody and fled there, and they had cordoned it off. We had left like 5 minutes before all of this happened.
You never told me that!
I never told you.
You never told me that! Oh my gosh!
But that happened.
Could have been quite a crime scene.
I know, I'm glad we left when we did. That's one of my least favorite city
Oh my gosh.
Well, then there's the more recent one in Terre Haute, Indiana, but that's for another time.
I have to say, another city that I've been to, San Francisco. I got to go there with my neighbor because he was part of a production filming a commercial for a golf company, so he asked for my help. San Francisco is like everything I love, like nature. Like I love nature, forest areas, cities, just water combined into one. You can be in the part of a city that just, it's like beach towns all across each side of the street, and then you keep like go drive up the street a little more, then there's the beach. You have so many people out cycling, walking. It's a very active city.
It sure sounds like it.
Very active.
Well, I mean, it's all built on hills, isn't it?
It is.
Isn't that
most of it's built on hills?
Isn't that where that thing, that like Serpentine Street is?
Yes.
I think.
I forget the name of it.
Remember the name of it.
Lombard Street.
Oh, yeah, it sounds
Lombard
right.
Street. We did get to see that and see all like the cars slowly zigzag down, and I thought it was pretty fun.
If I go to San Francisco, I want to check out the trolleys.
Oh, and the trolleys are very pretty too.
I'd love to check out the
And it's
trolleys.
like there's so much transportation that you could use. You could go on a boat and get to work. You can take a car. Some people like actually cycle to work. But
yeah,
then
the guy I know from Toledo who went there on a trip, and he like biked across the Golden Gate Bridge.
oh, biking on the Golden Gate Bridge is something I wish I would have done out there. But just driving across it was absolutely amazing. And then you get across the bridge and up the hill a little ways, and it's like it's open forest area. There's a huge redwood forest that's like a half hour outside of San Francisco. And it's just amazing to think that there's this huge forest and literally a half hour, like wherever, there's beach. It's amazing. I would love to live there one day if it didn't cost so much to live there.
You know what else is amazing? Bethlehem Steel built the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yes.
Bethlehem, Pennsylvania is the reason why the Golden Gate Bridge exists. Because the steel from them built them.
I always think
Little
that's a cool thing to say to people.
Little plug from home. The battery's going, so we should end this.
Wow.
I know. Thank God I have 5 batteries. Next week, we're talking about our favorite YouTubers. Or at least our
That's what
favorite
this
YouTubers.
convention is about.
Right. So, until then, we hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next week. Take care. God bless.
Bye, guys.